Okay, and welcome to another one of my videos. Sorry. As you can see, this is Shogun 2 Total War. And I can see here I started with a on and off mix stand up here. I can see that he had traditional couple archers and his guns at the front, and then his main melee infantry. I can see I plan out here. I noticed that I have bow warrior monks, and he sincerely has the bow samurai and some ashigaru. I outranged him a fair amount in this battle, so I moved up forward a bit, set out my guns and my spears as well, just to bit back up because I noticed he had some cavalry. So as you see, I'm just slightly pushing up here. I'm keeping my sword infantry just here off to the right, so if they do engage and hit into my spears and melee, I'll have some units come around and flank them. As you can see, I do send one set of spear units up into these tree lines here, just for a bit. See if I can get up around them, maybe hit the generals since they've got spears, etc. I can also help set any flanks. But my original plan, since I only saw one set of cavalry, I would have had 40 head more in the trees. So obviously I sent some spearmen into the trees to counter out any charge he had. And you can see here I've got the heavy gunners which do help me in battle here, and straight away, as you can see, he has the whacker raiders which came at me straight away from the side. And I was moving up my men, I was disorientated, I was like, oh god, I sent these guys to attack, but the pathfinding in some of the units sometimes, they like to sort themselves out, so straight away my heavy gunners start shooting. Already they're starting to waver, like, oh god, weapons. Alright, you can see I managed to pull back these guys here. They notice that what they're about to do is death zone, so they do try and pull back. I managed to set up some more guns here, as you can see, and these guns start they turn around and start firing. Heavy gunners started to pile a bit more in it. So I got my archers here set up. Now also, I'm not going to charge out these samurai here. In case he does go back onto the trees here, I will have some units to engage into melee if needed be. But with him now on the retreat with those units, I do reorganize my skirmish fight here. He has slight high ground advantage, but my troops are just generally more powerful, better disciplined warriors, so I do have faith. It doesn't matter about the high ground I found. With him now fully marching across, I do hit him with a few arrows, just try and diminish their numbers a little bit. This was button default when I put the guns up there in case he charged, and have these spears in case I had any more hit him. But this also gave me a good advantage for my bows here in case he does charge up this cavalry unit here. And you can see I just start to reform my lines. I notice that he's now pushing up all of his archers and the rest of his bulk. So that, alright then, start up my formation again. Archers with the guns with the spears behind. And you see in a second I do start to push up. I cut my sword units just in these trees here, but I don't know when that'll be. As you see now, he's starting to pull back his cavalry. I notice that he is mobilizing his cavalry. Just a little bit of skirmish happening here. I am quite far in range of them. They are now dispersing into the loose formation. A lot harder for my men to hit, but it took a little bit later, and as you can see, a lot of their units did get hit by the fire arrows. Alright, responding to these units here. Again, my fault. Problem. I was meant to send up my spearmen there, put my guns back where my spears are. But as you can see, I do try and fix that. But me doing that cost them a few casualties due to the archer fire which is about to come. As I try and reform my lines here. And you can see a few archer fire. I've only lost 3 men, so it's not too bad. They've only got Yari Ashigar, my apologies. And you see now they've pushed up to get into range of my men, but since I have a lot further range of my bow warrior monks here, I do just keep repeatedly hitting them. Should make short work. And you can see fire is coming in from my second lot of archers now. Should be more concentrated on the bow samurai now, but I was making sure, as you can see, moving up the rest of my men, I wasn't too fussed about what they're hitting, as long as they're hitting something. You can see I really put my guys up to attack, but then I thought my lines were crossing over. I don't want to shoot my guys in the back. So I'll try and reform the line here. As you can see, I'm in range, so as soon as they get up, some gunfire is going to happen. All the meantime, I also got my spear units up in the trees there in case the wacko raiders do come up around the other side. I've got units there to delay them from hitting with them. But as you can see here, with the heavy artillery fire and with all my bow shooting, they are starting to waver, they're starting to break pretty quick. He's charging the cavalry here. I respond with my spearmen coming in. They do clip quite a few, but my spearmen there are pretty quick. They notice this, as you can see. They're now in range of the heavy gunners. So I'll try and pull back my main matchlock Ashigari here. And then you can see the arrows will hit the cavalry, plus my spear infantry there. They're not really going to do anything to that. So now I have to quickly form back my lines again and push up, try and minimise the casualties of their arrows. All the meantime, as you can see, I've got some units now hidden in the side, and also a couple just off the edge. Kind of forcing me to push back slightly with the cavalry charge, but I do re-engage and carry on a second. But at the moment, not quite need because he's just marching his samurai into my men. He's noticed us now to pull back. He's also bringing up his guns now to do as much damage as to see what my guns did to them. Keeping up the arrow fire upon the samurai for a brief moment. He's now pulled his guns down onto this side, trying actually get rid of the bulk of my melee infantry, gets rid of my melee, my range units aren't going to be the most use here. So he's bringing up some more samurai again. They've lost quite a bit, over half of their unit size now, so I'm not really too fussed about them. And you see he's now bringing up his marathon monks. So that's to engage into melee with my infantry here. Not really totally fussed about that at the moment. I think I do focus my fire upon the rifles, because as you can see here they've only like 20 men left, they're not really going to be the biggest threat. But he's marched his guns into the range of mine. Granted, a lot of my bullets hit the floor, so he's going to have a bit better advantage through the gunfire there. As you can see, I also got these pushed up quite far now, and I start bringing my heavy gunners around just to add extra cover onto these, since the bulk of my melee is on this side. I'm going to want something defending, although it is only just more range.
Our hidden units have been discovered, my lord.
I'm now going to charge my Ashigari there. Also bringing up some reinforcements from the Straka Raiders. Now you can see here we managed to rout his matchlock Ashigari. They're not going to be that much of a problem for us anymore, just doing the odd picking off. And you see they fit the Warcry ability here, which means my morale is going to get really far down, but my guys are highly ranked, plus I've got my general in such close proximity, didn't cause too much problem. Also I didn't engage in these melee infantry here in case I do a full push down here, as you will see in a minute. I mean, he's just bringing reinforcements into the line here. There you go, they started the charge now since they're out of the ammunition. Bit on and off the sourcing out my men there, but I managed to get these guys down and engage into melee, while my guns here, as you can see, just do what they can to shoot them off. I wasn't too fussed about this at the moment. I knew that I had strong support coming in, and I was going to return this side here because I have some reserves as well. Some impact from the heavy gunners now, causing a big morale shock into their men. And you can see, I noticed that their general is open, so I was like, alright, I'm going to get my Yari and going to hit them right into the bodyguard right there. Now, as you can see, Ashigari doesn't make too much of an impact in melee. Yeah, they've already kicked up heels. But I managed to get some more of my guys in here, just delay it so I can get some more arrows off and some more guns off. Trying to do what I can, just delay them, just to keep repeatedly hitting. So they're going to be very focused on my melee troops at the moment. Trying to push general across here to get some extra morale. I've used my rally ability over on this side. As you can see, I also got the retainer, which also demoralizes them slightly when I use that, so that's all good for me on this side at the moment. I've engaged my other set of men, as you see, just for the extra bulk, for the extra push, some more swords, more kills, right? Alright, you can see here with the heavy artillery bombarding them with my gunners here. They're starting to waver, they're starting to realise that they ain't going to win this fight. I've got arrows, guns on both sides, just pounding into them, plus the melee which is in their face. It's going to be a difficult time for them. So as you can see, they've broken off now, and these people here, it's like, oh well, mate, we've lost, fuck it, we're gone. So I hope you enjoyed that battle, to be honest with you. It's not really a very long one, I'd admit. And I do hope you enjoyed it. Please stick around for more videos, and see you next time.